Zara stared at the brown envelope as if it were alive, her heart thudding like a warning drum in her chest. She had survived scandal, betrayal, and public humiliation, but this single, nameless package made her feel something she hadn't felt in months: fear. Inside was a folded letter written in shaky handwriting, the ink smudged like someone had been crying while writing it. Your father wasn't the only one who kept secrets. What you think you know about yourself is only half the truth. Beneath the letter was an old black and white photograph of two newborn babies lying in a hospital crib, one clearly her, with her unmistakable birthmark behind the left ear, and another baby she had never seen in her life. A twin. Zara sat down slowly, her throat tightening, realizing the world she thought she lived in was about to completely unravel. Zara zoomed in on the second baby in the photograph, the eyes, the tiny fingers, the shape of the nose. The child looked eerily like her, but slightly heavier and with a darker complexion. Confusion crashed into her mind like waves during high tide. She confronted her mother immediately, breathless and shaking, but Mama froze the moment she saw the photo. Her eyes widened with a mixture of guilt and terror. "Zara, please, some things are better left buried," she whispered. But Zara wasn't that person anymore. She had faced the world's fire. She demanded the truth. Mama finally sank into a chair and confessed. Zara had a twin sister who was taken away at birth, and Mama had been forbidden from ever speaking about her. Mama's voice trembled as she revealed the unthinkable. Zara's father had gotten into dangerous debt before she was born, and a powerful family offered him a deal. They would pay off everything if they were allowed to take one of the newborn twins to raise as their own. Mama had screamed, begged, fought, but she was recovering from complications after childbirth, too weak to stop them. Zara's father had agreed. The other baby, Zara's twin, was given away to strangers. Zara's mind spiraled. She had lived a whole life thinking she was an only child, while someone who shared her blood, her face, her existence, had lived another life entirely. That night, while Zara was trying to sleep, she received another anonymous message, this time a video. It showed a heavily blurred figure walking near a luxurious mansion on Banana Island. The text with it read, "If you want the truth, start here." Zara's stomach twisted. Someone was leading her on a trail, but was it a warning or a trap? She needed help, Zara swallowed her pride and called the one person she swore she would never depend on again: Tade, her ex-boyfriend, now a journalist with connections in high places. He arrived at her apartment wearing a simple black tee and jeans, looking tired yet alert, his 29-year-old athletic frame tense as she showed him the photographs and messages. His sharp eyes softened when he saw Zara's trembling hands. No matter how their relationship ended, he always knew she carried her emotions like fragile glass. "Zara, this isn't small," he muttered, pacing the living room as the evening Lagos traffic hummed outside. "If someone wants you to find your twin, they either want to help you or control you." His words deepened the pit in her stomach, but she nodded. She needed answers, even if the path was dangerous. The next morning, Zara and Tade drove into Banana Island, the streets too clean, too quiet, lined with perfectly trimmed palm trees and mansions with tinted bulletproof gates. Zara felt painfully out of place in her oversized beige hoodie, high-waist jeans, and white sneakers, her long wavy hair tied into a ponytail. As they approached the mansion from the anonymous video, Tade noticed something. The security cameras were pointed slightly downward, as if someone had tampered with them recently. The air felt heavy, like a secret was sitting on the roof waiting for them to knock. Zara reached for the gate buzzer, but froze. Someone was watching them from the top floor window, a silhouette with her exact height and her exact posture. The silhouette vanished the moment Zara blinked. Her breath hitched as she stepped back, goosebumps rising across her arms despite the humid Lagos heat. "Did you see that?" she whispered, but Tade shook his head. The window had been empty by the time he looked. They walked around the block, searching for activity, until they saw a gardener sweeping leaves behind the mansion. When Zara gently asked him about the house owners, the elderly man hesitated, his wrinkled face tightening with fear. "Madam, go home," he said in a trembling voice. There are things here that are better forgotten." Before they could speak again, a security guard appeared and chased them away. The message was clear: someone didn't want Zara getting close. Back home, Mama was pacing the sitting room in her wrapper, head ties slightly loose, face damp with tears. "Zara, did you go there? Did you go looking for her?" she shouted before Zara could even close the door. Mama grabbed her hands, her plump frame shaking. "Those people, that family, they have money that can erase a person completely. Your father begged me never to go near them again." Zara felt a new fear bloom in her chest, not fear of the unknown, but fear that Mama truly believed these people could destroy her. But it was too late. She had already seen the figure in the window. She had already been noticed. That night, as thunder rolled across the Lagos sky and rain began drumming against her windows, Zara received a video call from an unknown foreign number. Her heart raced as she answered. On the screen appeared a young woman around her age, caramel skin, long straightened hair, slim body, and Zara gasped because the woman looked exactly like her, just with sharper cheekbones and a slightly deeper voice. "Zara," the woman asked, eyes filling with tears. "My name is Zara. And I think we need to talk before they find out I contacted you." The call abruptly cut off as if someone had ripped the device from her hands. Zara and Tade returned to Banana Island the next morning, but this time they parked far away and approached on foot. The mansion seemed even more intimidating in daylight: smooth marble walls, tinted windows, and over 12 surveillance cameras rotating silently. It felt less like a home and more like a fortress. As they lingered near the gate, a black SUV slowly pulled out, its windows too dark to see inside. But Zara felt someone staring at her. Her chest tightened. She sensed her twin behind that glass, or something worse. As they walked away from the mansion, Zara's phone buzzed with a text message that made her blood freeze. "Stop looking for her, Zara. You won't like what you find." Tade grabbed the phone, jaw clenching. "Someone is monitoring us," he muttered. Suddenly, Zara noticed a man across the road, tall, muscular, wearing black native attire, staring at her with unsettling focus. When she blinked again, he was gone, as if the street swallowed him whole. Using Tade's media contacts, they finally recovered fragments of information. Zara was raised by a politically powerful family known for secrecy and influence. Photos of her online were minimal charity events, award ceremonies, exclusive gatherings, but every image showed the same thing: a young woman who looked polished, perfect, and painfully lonely. Zara studied Zara's eyes in every picture, noticing something haunting: a sadness she recognized in her own reflection. The kind of sadness that comes from living a life that doesn't belong to you. Zara finally sent a location: a quiet cafe in Ikoyi, and Zara arrived trembling, unsure if she was walking into a reunion or a trap. When Zara stepped in, wearing a simple white blouse and black trousers, her long straight hair falling over her shoulders, everything around them went silent. They looked exactly alike: same eyes, same skin, same shape, like a mirror separated by time. They hugged tightly, tears soaking each other's clothes, but Zara's hands shook as she whispered, "They don't want us together. They think I belong to them, and they will do anything to keep me." Zara explained everything: how she grew up monitored, controlled, restricted, her every move supervised by guards disguised as domestic staff. She was educated abroad, trained for politics, groomed for influence. She had everything money could buy, except freedom. "They told me my real mother abandoned me," she whispered, voice breaking. Zara clenched her fists. She felt rage burn inside her chest. But Zara wasn't finished. "There's more," she said. "They didn't just take me. They used me." Zara didn't understand until Zara showed her a stack of files documenting political deals made under her name since she was 18. Zara realized something chilling: if the powerful family ever discovered Zara had contacted her twin, they would see Zara as a threat too. And threats didn't survive long around people like that. Tade insisted they go public with the story, expose everything, but Zara grabbed his arm. "No. If this goes public, they will erase us." Zara swallowed hard. She never imagined meeting her sister would come with danger. Yet one thing was clear: They had to choose between freedom and safety, and they could not have both. That night, while Zara and Zara sat in Zara's apartment planning their next move, the lights suddenly went off. Total darkness swallowed the room. A cold shiver ran down Zara's spine. They heard footsteps slow, deliberate coming from the corridor. Tade rushed to the door, but stopped when he saw a white envelope slid under it. Zara picked it up with trembling fingers. Inside was one sentence. "Only one of you gets to live as Zara." Zara's eyes widened in horror as a shadow passed the front window. Zara stepped backward, her breath shallow. The message was clear: the family had found out, and now they needed to eliminate one twin to keep their secrets intact. But which twin? And who would they come for first?